So let's have a look at touch. Touch is really useful to teach our dogs, because when you're perhaps out and about, if you taught your dog touch, then you can use that at any moment to help regain their focus. So touch is where your dog's nose will come in and make contact with your palm, or perhaps another object. So you can get it to last quite a long while as well. So you can get that contact and that prolonged touch the more you practice. To start with, it's only going to be quick touches. And sometimes if you're just doing this for the sole purpose of giving your dog a way of communicating their toileting needs, for instance, you would have a bell by your back door and you would begin the process by teaching your puppy to touch the palm of your hand with their nose. You would get that reliable, and then when that is reliable, you would add in the cue, which is touch. That's the word. And then you would proof it, so make sure that they can touch your hand wherever that goes, and then you start transferring it to other objects. When you get to that point, you would transfer it to perhaps a bell, which you could hang by the back door, and I'll go over that process with you in a moment as well. But it's really useful to teach your dog to touch. Also, if you go into the vets, you could ask for a prolonged touch on the palm of your hand while the vets do what they need to do. And it keeps their focus and it keeps them close with you as well. So it really does help to build that bond. And they do usually pick it up really quickly as well. So it can be quite a fun one to teach your dog. So I'm going to show you with Roxy if she's not like already asleep down here. It's a perfect one to do when the adverts come on the telly as well. So we need a couple of really good treats ready to go. You only need little bits, like little tidbits. And all I'm going to do is, now I've got Roxy's attention, she's not fully asleep, is pop my hand out. And when I do, it's kind of like a kiss. So I wouldn't go the full 100% and donk her on the nose. I would want her to come about 80-90% of the way, and then I might fill in the rest if I need to. But when we put our hand out, the dogs have a natural instinct to investigate with their nose whatever I'm showing them. So as long as we do it in a friendly way, and obviously when our dogs are quite calm anyway, then they're more likely to make that contact themselves. So we'll see how Roxy does. So all I'm going to do is pop my hand out right in front of her and then see whether she touches it with her nose. And then I'm just going to say yes and give her a reward, okay? Yes! And a reward. Lovely. So we've got it once. So she kind of understands what to do. So let's see if she'll do it again. Yes! Good girl. And we keep repeating that process over and over, okay? Yes! Well done. If I put my hand out, for instance, and she doesn't do anything to it, then that's the sign I need to take my hand away again and restart the process, okay? So if you've put your hand out and there's nothing that's happened there, it's pointless doing this. We need to take that away again and reset, okay? So, yes, good girl, well done. Wait for her to snuffle that up, and then, yes, good girl, well done. So if I try it 3 times in a row, is it going to be nice and smooth for me? Let's have a look. Yes. That was a bit of a push. We can do better than that, can't we, Roxy? We can do better. Okay. Go on. This is what I mean. This, no good. So I'll reset, okay? No. So just when I go to proof, she's proving me completely wrong. So I just want one really good one now, just so she understands that this is what she's meant to do. Almost. Go on. Yes, good girl. I'm jackpotting that because it took her a little while. So that would tell me that actually it's probably a little bit too soon, wrong timing, treats aren't good enough, something like that. So I guarantee you my treats are good enough. This is her favourite though. So We'll go again. Yes, well done. So do you see, once I rewarded her and I jackpotted, she's now got the concept again. So yes, well done. We'll do a couple more repetitions and then I'll proof again. Yes, well done. Again. Yes, well done. Okay, so now I'm going to proof. I want to know that she'll do it 3 times in a row. Why? Yes, good girl, well done. Yes, good girl, well done. This is the example of a lazy pooch. She's about ready to go sleep now. Yes, well done. So that was 3 in a row. So now I'm going to add the word. And the word is touch, and that will be said just as my hand comes out. So, touch. Yes, good girl. That's how we get that really quick connection between the word and the reward. Touch. Yes, good girl. That was a bit lazy. Ready, ready, touch. Yes, good girl. Well done. And then we always want to end on a high note as well. So it's going really, really well. She's ready to sleep. So I'm just going to get a couple really good ones. And then that's it. Game over. Okay, ready? Ready, ready, ready. Touch. Yes, good girl. So I'm gearing her up a little bit because she's a bit flat. Ready, ready. Touch. Yes, good girl. Okay, one more. Ready, ready, touch. Yes, good girl, well done. I've got her interest again, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to swap it onto the bell, so I'll show you what I mean. So now we want to take the attention to the bell, and I want her to touch it. I'm not bothered whether she rings it or not at the moment. I'm more bothered by whether her nose is going to make that contact, okay? So if I hold it here, touch, good girl, well done. Same again, so touch. Yes, good girl, well done. Now I want her to ring it for me because it's going really, really well. So we'll see whether that happens. Touch. Yes, good girl. I think because I'm holding it, it might not have. Ready, ready, touch. Take it away again, try again. Ready, ready, touch. Yes, good girl, well done. So you get the concept, okay? So once you've got it ringing on the bell quite reliably, touch. Yes, good girl. We pop the bell by the back door, and every time the bell rings, you open the door. But don't forget that if you're doing it this way, your dog will get very enthusiastic about ringing the bell. But that is part of the process. So you do have to parent it a little bit then. So you've got to be the one that says, no, you've just been out. I know you've done your business. You don't need to go again. Come away, leave. Let's go find something else to do, okay? So your dog will end up sat by the back door, being a little bit annoying, to say the least, just ringing the bell constantly. But you do have to get up and open the door every time the bell rings to start with. Then they get the concept. The bell rings, the door opens. I can go and do my business, I can go and play, I can go and chase the cat, I can go and do whatever I want as long as it's outside. And then every time they need to go to the toilet, you would then also take them to the bell, make them ring the bell, and then open the door and let them go and do their business. You wouldn't do this right away for a puppy because their bladder control is still a little bit iffy. So they might all of a sudden need to go. And by making them wait and taking that time to work with the bell, it could cause some accidents. So it's better to work on this first, work on touch and get that looking really, really good, and take your time. Don't skip a bunch of steps and don't rush with it. Roxy did extremely well today. The fact that we even just got to the bell, I'm amazed. So next time we come to it, we'll start from scratch again. I want it on the hand and then maybe I'll move a little bit quicker. So eventually you can go from the hand to the bell within 2 or 3 repetitions. Okay. So remember, keep your training sessions nice and short. Pop the kettle on and then by the time it's boiled, that's it. Game over. Well done. Okay.